Okay, guys, I wanted to show you something here that's a little bit of gaming news. We'll go back to the main page here. So, Stellaris is a kind of space sim where it's 4X. You expand your little empire, you got multiple races, and they've been going for quite a long time. They got lots of DLC. Like, well, I'll show you the store page. Okay? Like, I mean, Paradox is known for making tons of them, and you can see how many I have. I get them on sale, and I usually get only a couple at a time, and I do it at certain times of the year, etc. So what did Stellaris do that has me making a video? They're going to introduce a subscription where it includes all the DLC, right? And the point being is that if you stop paying the subscription, guess what happens? You don't have anything. Now, I'm going to go to the last page because I want to put in show you some of my comments, okay? So, this guy's saying, I don't know, this is kind of benefiting me like a veteran player. I can pay this and get all these DLCs. Well, here's the problem: when you stop paying, you got nothing. Versus when you wait, get something on sale for like 50% off or whatever. And most people play this game single player. So imagine making a single player game subscription only. This isn't an MMO, all right? It's a single player game. And let me tell you about the history. I have one of the biggest viewed views I have on my channel is about Stellaris, and it's a guy who made a Star Wars mod, and it was really cool. He had the whole galaxy, lots of fighting, but he forgot to tell people the process you had to do to make a Death Star. Well, it took me about a week to figure it all out, so then I did a video about that so I could help people, and about 4 or 5,000 people have viewed it and liked it and whatever else, right? And then you get this guy here, you know, yap on about Game Pass. Well, here's the difference between Game Pass and a subscription model like this. You stop paying for the subscription, you only have the base game, and you paid for that base game at full price. Okay? In Game Pass, okay, first of all, I get access to fully 450 games. All right? Then, let's say it has DLC. I can buy the DLC even though I haven't bought the base game if it's in Game Pass, and it will work with that game. So if I'm really enjoying it, I want to test out this other DLC. I can just buy a DLC, right? And then if I don't like it, then I'm only out that small amount for a DLC. Okay? That's a neat feature that a lot of people don't seem to get either. Because sometimes when you add a DLC, it really wrecks things. The other point is, it's 20% off. Both things, the game and the DLC. And when it goes out of the Game Pass, if you've bought the game and that DLC, guess what? It's yours forever. You get to keep it. I bought a couple games off Game Pass, right? And, I don't know what to say there, okay? See? You own it forever, okay? Like this is another one. This guy was going on. People see the keyword subscription and immediately assume they're required to sub now. Well, here's the kicker. The big fear about something like this when it starts is not that there's a subscription that includes all the other DLC. It's when that subscription, which is being called a DLC, starts to add content to itself that you can't just buy as a DLC separate. Once that happens, now the incentive to buy this sub, it's 100%. There's no reason to whatever. And do you think that the company will give sales for DLC while they're trying to push these subs? Of course not. So therefore, anybody like myself that wants to go buy a piece at a time and try and save a buck and be smart about our gaming, right? Us intelligent people, right? You know, the rich, stupid people carry on. But anyway, so I just go down there. Yeah, see, I get a little ignorant about it too, because I'm just mad. This is worse than Battlefront 2. Okay, with the loot box shit, right? It is. Like right here. Yeah, just imagine when the DLC sub starts adding content you can't get unless you got a sub, and then the shit will fly. Yeah. And here's another one, okay? Let's say you only got 5 DLC left, right, to get, and say there's 10 of them or 15 of them, right? Well, you're never going to get them on sale now, okay? You're just never going to get them on sale. And as a joke, I said to everybody, we should just roll our game back to version 2, and you know. But this guy says he can't find it now, and that would be another point of contention. Anyway, I'll do some more Grindon stuff. I was trying a character class. It's getting a little bit tough because I try to take stuff that's a bit challenging to do and for builds, and this one's really getting there. Plus the fact I haven't felt, ever since I got sick last time, I haven't felt totally well. It's like a little off, you know. Anyway, roommate just keeps getting himself sick or something. I don't know what the hell he's up to. He should maybe stop doing the things he's doing to get himself sick. I don't know. Anyway, so I like the Warhammer 3 changes, by the way. I was playing the game, though, and for the first time in 6 months, I started getting crashes. I got the first crash playing Zeech at turn 10. So I started another game. I got another crash about turn 15, and it just kept doing this. So I just restarted one game, and haven't got a crash yet. But I only play like 10 or 15 turns, and then I stop again, right? And I'm wondering if there's not something early in the game that just gives you a little slap, and then there you go, right? I mean, it'd be hard to be doing a stream, and the first thing that happens in your game is it crashes. That would be hilarious. There you go. You know. I mean, they've been doing good. I mean, I already bought the DLC that they're talking about. That you know, and let me explain that. Okay, so here's how stupid some people are. Okay, previously, okay, to this DLC and maybe the one before it, you had to go buy Warhammer 1 at $80 USD. Then you had to go buy Warhammer 2 at $80 USD. Okay. And then you had to buy Warhammer 3 at $80 USD. Multiply that up. That's $240 USD retail with no sales. Okay? And then that gives you access to this big, huge, honking map called Immortal Empires. It is the biggest, giantest battle kind of map I've ever seen like this. And it's very fun. It is. I admit it. It's fun. I like playing that game too. Anyway. So that's $240. The first 2 games is $160 USD. So what they did was they stopped needing you to do that. You can buy the Warhammer 3, you get Immortal Empires, and then what they did was they increased the price on the DLCs. Even with the DLCs that they've added, the new ones, okay, if you bought them, you'd still be saving 60, 70 USD or 80 USD. Okay, it just boggles the mind how people got all upset about that. And here's the kicker: I don't see them adding like a low ton of DLC more, because there's not really more spaces on the map to add. And a lot of people's computers just won't handle much more. You know? I got this mod that allows you to play anybody on the map, eh? And it starts out with 307 kingdoms. And within a couple of turns, by that turn 10, where it crashed, it was down to 160. And I think that might be the issue, is even though a mod says it's okay, there's something in the background going, eh. So you just got to play with that. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring this up about Stellaris. I want to sub. I mean, their games are always expensive. And the other point to make is, with this game, I had to use a mod because my vision isn't perfect anymore, just so I can even see the game. Because they're using DirectX 9, and they don't know how to scale games up to 2K and 4K monitors, I guess. And I tried one of their other games on Game Pass, and it was the same issue. And I mean, they can't get any sales from guys like me because I got to rely that there's a modder, and that will keep that up. I mean, why? What? I mean, this game is 7 years old, and they want to add a subscription to it now. Think about that. Think about that hard. I mean, there are, and just to show you, there are 84 pages here. Okay, and when you go in here, here's my library. You click here. Okay, scroll down to there. Where to go? They don't want to show it now. Yeah, no likes. 1,233 posts. Okay, and I went through about 30 or 40 pages, and there's like 3 people that are going, and what they try to do is they try to make a reference to Game Pass and this subscription, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Okay, it has nothing like Game Pass. Like I said, Game Pass, you get access to 450 full games. When you go to if you want to buy the game, okay, you get to keep it even when it leaves Game Pass, or if you stop paying for Game Pass. Okay, that's the rub, eh? It's neat. You actually get to own it, and it's 20% off. Oh, wow! You know what that does? That makes it so cheap that when I look at a Sony game going for $100 plus taxes on Amazon for, what was it? Horizon Zero Dawn. It was $92 plus taxes would put it over $100. The same game on GOG going for $40. You know what I mean? Like these the greed level of certain people. Now, I also heard some bad news. I've been not paying attention to Unreal Engine much in the last couple of months, just because. Anyway, so I guess I missed something where they're going to turn Unreal Engine now into, I guess, going to have us start paying to do any animating and cinematic stuff. So thanks for telling me. I wish I had known that before. Okay, because what I would have done was not buy this $4,000 computer sitting next to me to do some of this shit. And yeah, not impressed about that either. Plus the fact that when I went into I go into the marketplace and I click on some guy's video, it takes me to a page that, you know how you're exiting a website, it says you're now exiting, do you want to do this? You say yes, and it goes, right? Well, now it won't. It just says this is an untrusted website. YouTube is an untrusted website. I heard there was some kind of bullshit between YouTube and Unreal and Epic. There's a lawsuit somewhere, so I guess this is what Epic does to them, right? Well, it just screwed themselves because now their sales are not going to happen, right? And I'll tell you another story too. There's this guy that a group that does kind of like Star Wars themed asset packs. They're close, but not quite, so they can get away with that, right? And they were giving out 2 free packs, so I thought, okay, I'll try this out. I go to their Discord, I'm clicking around to find it, and I don't see it. So I come back to their YouTube channel and say, "What are you, some kind of fraud? There's nothing there." They banned me from their Discord. Okay, I went back in, and suddenly it appeared, and then they banned me. And then they mouthed me off a bunch, right? So I was like, "Holy shit! What kind of bullshit's that?" Well, I'll tell you why. Like other bad companies, what they were doing was hiding that download link, and you would pop in to all the stuff that you could pay for. Oh, I see. I get it, assholes. Yep. More wagga. I bought this one not too long ago. I'll have to give it a try. People say it's pretty good. This sucks donkey balls, by the way. Don't buy it. It's a waste of money. Get Age of Wonders 3 and enjoy yourself 100 times more. This is pretty cool. They've updated this and it's got some pretty wicked mods for it. Let me see here. Let me wander through my games. I got a lot of games, eh, people? That's just my Steam catalog. Wow, eh? A lot of stuff. Anyway, yeah, I got about 50 or 60 in GOG. I got about 50 or 60 in Epic, of course, because they give out free crap, and once in a while they give out a decent game. Well, anyway, I got to start doing playthroughs and stuff. I'm gonna do like if I go in here. They added a bunch of new units and some spells and updated some stuff. Like everybody's going to be unhappy with it in some way or fashion because you never get enough, right? you know. Anyway, I got 300 hours in that game. Anyway. Okay, guys, I'll do some more stuff later. Take it easy, everybody.